Chosen ones, listen closely, because what's unfolding in your life right now is not random, not accidental, and definitely not ordinary. Something divine is aligning around you, and God is preparing to place a blessing in your hands that is bigger than anything you've ever imagined. When I say billionaire's blessing, I'm not just talking about cash, status, or material luxury. I'm talking about an overflow that transforms the way you live, the way you think, the way you show up in the world. This blessing carries purpose, influence, and legacy woven into it. Your presence here, hearing this message in this exact moment, is a divine appointment. Nothing about it is coincidence. It's a sign that God has been stirring something in your spirit that is now awakening, expanding, and rising to the surface. You may have felt it lately, that inner nudge, that subtle pull, that sense that life is shifting even if you can't yet see it with your natural eyes. That's the spiritual signal that you are stepping into a season of abundance designed specifically for you. Picture this for a moment. Imagine a vault that has been sealed for generations, waiting for the right moment and the right person. And now, after years of feeling locked out or overlooked, you start to hear the sound of the lock clicking open. Light spills through the cracks. Hope begins to rise. Possibilities appear where there used to be walls. That's where you are. You're on the edge of a door God Himself is opening, and what sits behind it isn't just financial wealth. It's the resources, clarity, and divine backing you need to walk boldly into the life you were created for. This isn't about being lucky. This isn't about being perfect. This is about being chosen to carry something bigger than your past, stronger than your fears, and more powerful than the limitations others tried to place on you. Think about the story of Joseph. A man betrayed, misunderstood, and left for dead by the very people who should have protected him. Yet even in the pit, God was setting him up for the palace. His rise wasn't for personal glory. It was so he could feed nations, preserve families, and position himself as a vessel of divine strategy. In the same way, the blessing coming your way is not just about elevating your life. It's about elevating the lives connected to your purpose. You're entering a season where the things you create, the choices you make, the opportunities you walk into will ripple outward, impacting people you may never even meet. This is why your old mindset can't come with you. Your doubts, your fears, your insecurities, those were chains that served a purpose once, maybe even protected you for a time. But they have no place in a season of overflow. God is breaking those chains now, piece by piece, shattering them like rusted iron. You're being stretched, refined, and reshaped so that when this blessing arrives, you can carry it with wisdom, humility, and strength. God knows what's in your heart. He's seen every tear, every effort, every sacrifice. He knows how long you've been faithful when it felt like no one noticed, and that's exactly why this moment belongs to you. The world will tell you that wealth is only for the ruthless or the fortunate few. But God's economy doesn't operate like the world's systems. His abundance flows to those aligned with His purpose, those who understand that blessings are not trophies to display, but tools to steward. Look at David, a simple shepherd boy with a humble heart. Yet God elevated him to kingship, not because he chased power, but because he carried purpose. His wealth wasn't just measured in gold, but in leadership, impact, and spiritual authority. Your blessing is coming to do the same, to position you as a light, a leader, a beacon of goodness in a world desperately in need of it. But let's get honest. Whenever God prepares to elevate someone, resistance shows up. Distractions increase. Doubts whisper louder. The enemy tries to convince you that the promise is too big, too unrealistic, too far beyond what you deserve. But Isaiah 54:17 reminds you that no weapon formed against you will prosper. That verse isn't just a comforting phrase. It's a spiritual guarantee. The enemy can form weapons, but they cannot succeed against someone chosen, protected, and aligned with divine purpose. Your blessing isn't just material, it's spiritual armor, emotional healing, mental renewal, and the courage to walk into spaces you once felt unqualified for. You're stepping into a divine assignment. God isn't just handing you a blessing, He's positioning you to become a blessing. This season will reveal a different version of you, the one He always intended you to become. The world may still see who you used to be, but heaven sees who you're becoming. a person marked by favor, a carrier of influence, a steward of abundance, a vessel of transformation. Your family will notice it, your community will feel it, even strangers will sense something different about you. You won't have to explain it. God's fingerprints will be all over your life. And this is where alignment matters. You can't stand on the edge of a breakthrough and still hold on to the belief that you're unworthy of it. You can't embrace the new while gripping the old. God is calling you to release what limits you so you can rise into what He has promised you. Remember Esther? She didn't ask for her position, but she used it to save her people. Her blessing wasn't about elevation, it was about mission. Your blessing is the same. It's not meant to inflate you, it's meant to empower you. So breathe for a moment. Feel that spark in your chest, that stir, that inner pull, that sudden awareness that this message isn't reaching you by accident. Your spirit recognizes truth long before your eyes fully see it. If this resonates with you, it's because you were meant to hear it. You were meant to be reminded of who you are, chosen, capable, worthy, prepared. And as you take this in, as your spirit aligns with this message, I want you to stay with me, because every word that follows in the next sections will unlock something deeper, something long dormant, something powerful within you. This isn't just a message, it's a moment, a turning point, a spiritual shift. And if you feel that, even slightly, even faintly, I want you to lean in, engage, participate. Let your faith connect with this word. And yes, when the time comes, don't just silently receive this. Interact, feel it, declare it. You're not just watching a video, you're stepping into a divine conversation that will shape the next chapter of your life. Chosen ones, as this blessing approaches, God is not only shifting what surrounds you, He's shifting what's inside you. There's a recalibration happening in your spirit, and you may have felt it these past few weeks. The sudden urge to clean up your life, the pressure to distance yourself from certain people, the discomfort that pushes you to grow, and that strange, unexplainable pull toward something greater. That's spiritual preparation. God always prepares the vessel before He pours out the oil. He is elevating your discernment, sharpening your instincts, and raising your standards so that when the blessing arrives, nothing and no one can contaminate it. You might notice that you're no longer entertained by the drama you used to tolerate, or that small talk drains you more than it used to. Your spirit is rejecting what cannot go with you. This is a sign that divine promotion is near. Sometimes, the biggest indication that a blessing is coming is the sudden isolation before it. God will separate you from noise so you can hear Him clearly. You may have felt people pulling away, long-term connections fading, or certain environments no longer fitting you the way they used to. Don't mourn what's leaving. Don't cling to what's shifting. When God removes something, He's making space. When He silences a room, He's drawing you closer. When He closes a door, He's redirecting you to one that's reserved for your anointing. Remember Gideon? God reduced his army so the victory would reveal divine power, not human strength. Likewise, the pruning happening in your life is not punishment, it's strategy. God is removing what would interfere with the blessing and refining what will carry it. You may also notice that your desires are changing. The things you used to chase aren't fulfilling anymore. The goals you once thought were everything now feel small. That's because God is expanding your capacity. He's enlarging your territory internally before He enlarges it externally. You're beginning to think differently, dream differently, want differently. This is the spiritual equivalent of new wineskins forming. You cannot receive a billionaire's blessing with a scarcity mindset, so God is renewing your mind, shifting you from survival mode into purpose mode. He's teaching you to expect goodness, to prepare for abundance, to operate as someone who knows their life has divine backing. The enemy tries to keep you in lack, not just financially, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, because someone who feels small will never reach for something big. But God is rewriting your identity from the inside out. And let's talk about warfare for a moment, because some of you have been going through battles you can't explain. Strange resistance, unusual fatigue, unexpected setbacks, emotional heaviness, doors that should have opened suddenly stalling. This isn't random, it's spiritual turbulence before elevation. The enemy always attacks those who are close to breakthrough. You become a threat when your growth becomes consistent. You become a target when your purpose becomes activated. But hear this. Your warfare is confirmation. The struggle is not a sign that God has abandoned you. It's a sign that destiny is approaching. Every challenge, every setback, every delay is being flipped into preparation. God is allowing you to face small giants now so you can slay bigger ones later. Think about Moses. Even as an infant, his life was threatened because of the destiny placed on him. The attack came before the purpose manifested. In the same way, the increase in pressure you've been feeling is because your purpose is rising. But don't confuse pressure with defeat. Pressure is how diamonds are formed, how character is strengthened, how leaders are shaped. God is fortifying you because the blessing you're stepping into requires resilience, influence, and spiritual maturity. A billionaire's blessing demands billionaire wisdom. A large assignment demands a disciplined spirit. And God loves you too much to elevate you prematurely. So every test you face right now isn't meant to break you. It's meant to build you. You are being trained, molded, and prepared for a level of impact you've never experienced before. Another sign of this divine shift is acceleration. Things that used to take years will begin moving quickly. Opportunities will appear unexpectedly. People will enter your life at the exact moment you need them. Conversations will turn into connections. Ideas will turn into strategies. Strategies will turn into progress. And progress will turn into manifestation. When God decides it's your time, He compresses years into moments. What you've cried about for a decade, He can restore in a day. Remember how Ruth went from gleaning in the fields to owning them? That's acceleration. How Joseph went from prison to palace in a single day? That's acceleration. How the woman with the issue of blood was healed instantly after years of suffering? That's acceleration. And that's what's about to unfold in your life. Blessings that don't make sense, breakthroughs that don't follow human timelines, favor that outpaces every delay you've experienced. But acceleration brings responsibility. You must stay aligned. You must stay grounded. You must stay obedient. You can't allow distractions, ego, or fear to pull you off course. Because with every blessing, there comes a temptation. The temptation to forget who brought you there. The temptation to shrink yourself to keep others comfortable. The temptation to question whether you're truly worthy of this level of abundance. But hear me, you are worthy because God said you are. You're not stepping into this season because of your perfection. You're stepping into it because of your purpose. You're stepping into it because God has seen your heart. You're stepping into it because you said yes even when it scared you. Heaven honors obedience, even imperfect obedience. And here's something crucial. In this next chapter, you will notice God aligning you with people who match your elevation. Destiny connections, purpose-driven individuals, people who speak life, not doubt, people who challenge you to grow, not stay small, people who see your anointing, not your past. These are individuals assigned to sharpen you, support you, and walk with you into higher levels. When God blesses you, He often blesses you through people. Divine partnerships, unexpected mentors, inspired collaborators. Pay attention to the souls drawn to you in this season. Some will play a role in unlocking your next level, and you will play a role in unlocking theirs. Iron sharpens iron, and God is sending iron into your life. You're stepping into a new dimension of influence and spiritual authority, and that requires a new circle, a new mindset, and a new level of self-awareness. Don't be surprised when you feel yourself outgrowing old environments. You're not being arrogant, you're being elevated. You're not distancing yourself out of pride. You're protecting what God is birthing in you. You're not becoming different. You're becoming who you were always meant to be. Chosen ones, now that your spirit is awakening, now that your vision is shifting, you must understand something deeply. God is not only preparing the blessing for you, He is preparing you for the blessing, because what's coming into your life is not something that can be carried with casual faith or inconsistent discipline. This next level requires intentionality. It requires clarity. It requires a version of you that is aligned, strengthened, and spiritually alert. You've been through enough storms, enough betrayals, enough disappointments to know what doesn't belong in your life anymore. All those lessons were part of the training. Every heartbreak was shaping your compassion. Every setback was sharpening your vision. Every quiet season was teaching you patience. You weren't being delayed, you were being developed. And now, that development is turning into destiny. This is why God has been nudging you to upgrade your habits, the way you think, the way you work, the way you speak over your life. You can't enter a billionaire's blessing with a poverty routine. You can't walk in abundance while speaking defeat. You can't carry influence while thinking like a victim. God is teaching you to command your atmosphere, to speak life into your future, to protect your peace with the same intensity you protect your dreams. The words you speak are seeds, and in this season, every seed will multiply faster than before. So speak wisely, think intentionally, move with purpose. You are stepping into a time where your words, your thoughts, and your actions will manifest rapidly, for better or for worse. This is why God is raising your awareness. This is why He's making you more sensitive to energy, motives, and environments. He's teaching you to steward your life like someone who knows their assignment is divine. But let me make something very clear. Elevation will require separation. There will be people who can't understand your growth, who feel threatened by your progress, who try to guilt trip you into staying where you've outgrown. But hear this, you are not responsible for shrinking yourself to accommodate someone else's comfort. You are not obligated to stay small so others don't feel insecure. God didn't create you to dim your light. He created you to shine so brightly that others find their way because of your glow. That means letting go of relationships that drain you, conversations that derail you, and environments that limit you. Not because you're better than anyone, but because your calling is bigger than what those places can contain. Some people were meant for your past, not your future. Some connections were seasonal, not lifelong. Some relationships were lessons, not destinies. And as you elevate, God will reveal who is truly aligned with your purpose and who is merely attached to your presence. Don't chase after those who choose to exit. Don't hold on to what God is trying to remove. Release with peace. Bless and move forward. Because everything that leaves your life creates room for something greater that is coming. And what's coming is too powerful, too sacred, too divinely orchestrated to be shared with people who cannot handle the weight of your calling. In this next season, God is also activating your spiritual gifts. You may feel your intuition strengthening, your dreams becoming clearer, your discernment becoming sharper. You might find yourself sensing things before they happen, understanding people without them saying a word, or receiving sudden insights that feel divinely guided. That's not coincidence. That's spiritual elevation. You're stepping into a realm where your spirit leads more than your logic, where your faith speaks louder than your fear, where your inner knowing becomes one of your greatest tools. God is heightening your awareness so you can navigate this next level with supernatural clarity. A billionaire's blessing requires divine guidance, and God is making sure you have it. And with this elevation comes provision. Unexpected resources, open doors, financial increase, creative ideas, strategic opportunities sent directly by God. But understand this, provision isn't just money. It's support, it's wisdom, it's rest, it's connections, it's protection, it's vision, it's the right people at the right time. It's the clarity to know what to do, when to do it, and how to do it. God doesn't just give you the blessing, He gives you everything required to sustain the blessing. That's why the shift in your life feels so intense. He's building infrastructure, spiritual, emotional, mental, and even physical. You are being upgraded in every way so you can carry what's being released into your life. But as this blessing approaches, you must also prepare your heart. Success will test you just as much as struggle does. When you start receiving more, influence more, impacting more, you must remember who brought you out of the darkness, who carried you through the storms, who whispered to your spirit when no one else believed in you. Humility will be your greatest protection. Gratitude will be your greatest weapon. Faith will be your greatest anchor. Always return to Him. Always remain aligned. Always stay grounded in purpose over ego. A billionaire's blessing can build kingdoms, but it can also destroy them if the heart behind it isn't right. God trusts you because He knows your intentions. Protect that purity. Guard that humility. Keep your heart soft even when your life becomes strong. And chosen one, hear me. You are not stepping into this alone. Heaven is backing you. God is surrounding you. Angels are assigned to you. Favor is walking ahead of you. Grace is covering behind you. Divine timing is unfolding around you. Everything is shifting in your favor, even the parts that look chaotic right now, even the delays, even the detours, even the disappointments. God is using all of it to position you perfectly for what's coming. You're not late. You're not behind. You're right on schedule. This blessing is not random. It's written. Not accidental, but ordained. Not fragile, but fortified by heaven itself. Your only job now is to stay aligned, stay aware, stay obedient, and stay expectant. You are stepping into one of the most transformative seasons of your life, and once it begins, nothing will ever be the same. Chosen ones, now that you understand the magnitude of what God is preparing for you, it's time to prepare your spirit to receive it. Because this next chapter is not passive, it's participatory. God may open the door, but you must walk through it. God may release the blessing, but you must steward it. God may elevate you, but you must remain aligned. Your breakthrough is not just something you witness, it's something you partner with. That means you must be intentional about what you allow into your mind, your heart, your routine, and your atmosphere. You're entering a season where distractions will become costly, where complacency will slow you down, and where doubt will try to sabotage your momentum. But hear me clearly. The blessing coming toward you is stronger than any weapon formed against you. As long as you stay rooted in faith, nothing can block what God has ordained. You must also understand that every blessing comes with a shift in identity. You can't receive palace-level favor while still seeing yourself as someone who belongs in the background. You can't walk in abundance while believing you're unworthy of more. God is transforming your inner world so that your outer world can match it. That means you must boldly embrace the truth of who you are becoming. God doesn't give small callings to chosen people. He doesn't place great responsibilities on insignificant lives. If He's preparing you for a billionaire's blessing, it's because He sees billionaire capacity within you, not just financially, but spiritually, mentally, and purposefully. Step into that identity, align with it, carry yourself as someone with a divine mandate because you are. And as you rise, don't be surprised when God places you in rooms you once only dreamed of. Don't be surprised when people who never noticed you suddenly seek your presence. Don't be surprised when opportunities come that seem too big for your past, but perfectly designed for your future. God is expanding your territory, and part of that expansion will involve exposure, being seen, being recognized, being positioned in places where your gifts, your voice, and your influence can create impact. But don't let attention distract you from assignment. You're not being elevated for applause. You're being elevated for purpose. Stay mission-focused. Stay purpose-driven. Stay anchored in the truth that everything God gives you is meant to multiply goodness in the world. But let me speak to your heart here. You might feel anxious about stepping into something so big. You might wonder, can I really handle this? Am I truly ready? That fear is natural, but it's not truth. You are ready because God has made you ready. Every season that felt heavy, every transition that felt confusing, every moment that felt lonely was shaping the strength you now carry. You didn't survive those storms by accident. You survived because your future demanded it. God has already equipped you with everything you need for what you're about to walk into. And whatever gaps remain, He will fill. Don't shrink. Don't hesitate. Don't apologize for your elevation. Step boldly, step confidently, step faithfully. Fear doesn't get to lead you anymore. As this blessing unfolds, God will also give you new levels of peace, a peace that protects you even when circumstances don't make sense. The kind of peace that quiets anxiety, calms your spirit, and anchors your soul. This peace is not fragile. It's not temporary. It doesn't depend on what you see. It flows from knowing who walks with you. And when you have peace, you can make decisions more clearly, move more boldly, and recognize God's voice more easily. Protect that peace. Guard it. Don't let negativity, chaos, or unnecessary conflict rob you of the calm God is establishing within you. Peace is a form of wealth too, and God is giving it to you in abundance. You will also notice that your creativity is awakening. Ideas will begin to flow with ease. Vision will feel clearer. Solutions will come quickly. This is not random inspiration. It is divine instruction. God is giving you strategies, concepts, and blueprints that will build the next chapter of your life. Pay attention to what He is showing you. Write it down. Pray over it. Move on it. Your mind is becoming fertile ground for purpose, and what God plants in this season will bear fruit for years to come. Don't ignore those nudges, those dreams, those sudden bursts of insight. They are gifts from heaven. And chosen one, the blessing coming to you is not just for you. It's for those connected to your destiny. Your transformation will heal people. Your breakthroughs will inspire people. Your abundance will provide for people. Your courage will awaken people. Your journey will pave the way for others who are watching you, learning from you, and rising because you rose. You are a chain breaker, a generational shifter, a legacy builder. Your life is about to become proof that God restores, elevates, and blesses beyond measure. The impact of your obedience will outlive you. So stand tall, lift your head, open your heart. You are entering a season where the blessings will flow, the doors will open, and the impossible will become normal. You're about to experience acceleration, expansion, and elevation like never before. God has seen your faithfulness. He has heard your prayers. He has counted your tears. And now, He is rewarding your endurance. Everything you lost will be restored. Everything you dreamed will be delivered. Everything you prayed for will manifest in ways that surpass your imagination. You're not waiting anymore. You're walking into it. This is your season. This is your moment. This is your divine shift. And once it begins, everything in your life will rise to a new level, spiritually, emotionally, financially, and purposefully. Prepare yourself. Position yourself. Align yourself. Because the blessing God is releasing is bigger than anything you've ever held before. Chosen ones, as you step into this new dimension, understand that God is not only elevating your circumstances, He is elevating your character. Because true abundance is sustained not by talent or luck, but by integrity, wisdom, and spiritual maturity. You're being positioned to handle blessings that require emotional steadiness, disciplined decision-making, and unwavering faith. This means God will begin highlighting the areas of your life that need fine-tuning. He will show you the habits that must be released, the insecurities that must be healed, and the tendencies that can no longer carry into your future. This isn't judgment, it's preparation. He's refining you the way gold is refined, removing anything that could interfere with the shine He's about to reveal. Allow Him to do the work. Don't resist the internal adjustments. Every transformation happening inside you is strengthening the foundation for what's coming. In this season, God will also elevate your standards for your relationships, your time, your energy, and your purpose. You will find yourself becoming less tolerant of half-hearted connections, inconsistent behavior, and environments that don't reflect the level of excellence God is pulling you toward. That's because the blessing coming your way requires surrounding yourself with people who inspire growth, not drain it. People who see your value, not question it. People who uplift your spirit, not weigh it down. You're being aligned with individuals who honor your purpose and respect your vision. Some will mentor you, some will partner with you, and some will simply walk beside you as you rise. And as these new connections form, old relationships will naturally fall away. Don't fight the separation. Trust it. God is creating space for divine alignment. And chosen one, you must prepare for visibility. Blessings don't just elevate your life, they elevate your platform. When God increases your influence, your presence becomes more noticeable. People will watch you more closely, some with admiration, some with curiosity, and yes, some with envy. But do not be intimidated by the attention. Do not shrink out of fear of being misunderstood. You are being placed on display not for vanity, but for purpose. Your story, your resilience, your transformation will become a testimony that brings others closer to their own healing and breakthrough. Walk with grace, walk with confidence, walk knowing that God Himself is endorsing you. But let me also prepare you for this truth. Elevation will expose hidden motives. Not everyone who claps for you wants to see you win. And not everyone who smiles in your face carries good intentions in their heart. That's why God is strengthening your discernment. You will begin to see beyond words and into motives. Faces will no longer fool you. Flattery will no longer distract you. Energy will speak louder than appearances. This gift of discernment isn't to make you suspicious. It's to make you wise. It will protect you. It will guide you. It will ensure that the blessing God gives you is not mismanaged or mishandled by people who were never meant to be part of your journey. This next season is also a season of supernatural clarity. The confusion that once clouded your mind is lifting. The fog that made it hard to see your path is clearing. Suddenly, you'll know what steps to take. You'll know which doors to walk through. You'll know which opportunities to accept and which ones to decline. God is removing the noise and amplifying your intuition. That clarity is a gift. Treat it like one. Don't second guess it. Don't overthink what God has already confirmed. When He gives you direction, move boldly. Confidence is not arrogance. It's agreement with heaven's plan for your life. And chosen one, you must prepare for overflow. Blessings in multiple areas, not just one. Financial abundance, yes, but also emotional abundance, relational abundance, creative abundance, and spiritual abundance. God is not blessing you partially. He is blessing you completely. This is a holistic elevation, a total shift, a full transformation. You will see progress in areas that were stagnant for years. You will experience breakthroughs in places where you once felt stuck. You will witness restoration in relationships that felt too fractured to repair. You will find opportunities where you once saw only dead ends. This is the season where everything aligns, everything accelerates, everything multiplies. When God pours out, He doesn't trickle, He floods. But with abundance comes responsibility. You must remain humble, generous, grounded, and conscious of who you are becoming. Wealth, in every form, is meant to flow, not stagnate. Influence is meant to illuminate, not dominate. Purpose is meant to uplift, not impress. The blessing God is giving you is not meant to inflate your ego. It's meant to expand your impact. Be a vessel, be a light, be a reminder that God still elevates those who walk with integrity and faith. And finally, chosen one, step boldly into this season knowing that nothing ahead of you is bigger than the God within you. The blessing is big, yes, but your purpose is bigger. Your calling is stronger. Your anointing is deeper. You are ready. Heaven has confirmed it. Your spirit has felt it, and now your life is about to show it. This is your elevation. This is your breakthrough. This is your billionaire's blessing, not just in wealth, but in purpose, identity, destiny, and impact. Walk into it with confidence, humility, and expectation. Your life is about to shift in ways that will leave you in awe of God's goodness. Chosen ones, as this blessing draws closer, you will begin to feel a divine restlessness in your spirit. Not anxiety, not fear, but an unmistakable awareness that something extraordinary is approaching. It's that sensation that makes you clean your space, evaluate your relationships, organize your thoughts, and shift your habits without fully understanding why. That's spiritual preparation. It's the same feeling Noah had when God told him to build an ark long before rain ever existed. It's the same instinct Mary felt when she carried a promise no one else could see. When God is about to release something unprecedented, He prepares the environment first. And right now, you are the environment. Everything inside you is being rearranged so that everything around you can be blessed. This restlessness is not a sign that something is wrong. It's proof that something is aligning. You may find yourself outgrowing behaviors you once excused, conversations you once tolerated, and mindsets you once lived in. This is because the version of you that survived the last season cannot lead in the next one. God is pulling you into a higher frequency, a clearer identity, a wiser perspective. He is maturing your spirit so that when abundance arrives, you won't sabotage it with old patterns. You won't misinterpret it through wounds. You won't minimize it out of insecurity. You will be able to receive without shrinking, steward without fear, and grow without guilt. This internal shift is not always comfortable, but it is essential. And chosen ones, this is the season where God separates you from imitation blessings. The things that looked good, sounded good, or appeared promising, but were never aligned with your purpose. Many of you experienced relationships that started fast and ended abruptly, opportunities that seemed perfect but collapsed quickly, or paths that felt right at first but revealed themselves as distractions. These weren't failures. They were filters. God removed counterfeit blessings to protect the blessing that was truly yours. He closed doors that would have drained you. He ended connections that would have limited you. He blocked opportunities that would have delayed you. What felt like loss was protection. What felt like rejection was redirection. What felt like confusion was actually divine clarity. This is also the season where your obedience will unlock miracles. Small acts of faith will activate major breakthroughs. Simple decisions will lead to supernatural outcomes. Moments of boldness will open doors you never expected. Your alignment is the key, not perfection, not performance, not pressure, but alignment. When your heart honors God, when your intentions are pure, when your steps follow His whisper, heaven responds. And not slowly, quickly. Obedience is the catalyst that accelerates everything attached to your destiny. You are one act of faith away from a completely different life. Pay attention to the signs God is sending you. Pay attention to the nudges, the confirmations, the patterns repeating in your life. Nothing is random. Nothing is accidental. God is guiding you through synchronicities, intuition, scripture, dreams, and even discomfort. Every shift is a message. Every delay is direction. Every burden is instruction. You are being led into a future that was written for you long before you were born. And the more you trust this guidance, the smoother your path becomes. Chosen one, prepare for God to elevate not just your circumstances, but your influence. Your voice will matter in rooms you once felt unqualified to enter. People will listen to your perspective, seek your wisdom, and value your presence. Your ideas will carry weight. Your authority will expand. This influence isn't worldly fame, it's spiritual impact. It's leadership grounded in humility, excellence, and purpose. God is putting you in positions where your character will shine brighter than your title, where your compassion will heal people silently, where your presence alone will shift atmospheres. This is part of your calling. But as influence increases, so will your responsibility to remain anchored. The enemy doesn't attack emptiness, he attacks destiny. The more you rise, the more you must guard your spirit. Protect your peace, nourish your prayer life, maintain your boundaries. Elevation attracts both admiration and opposition. But fear nothing. God is going ahead of you and preparing the path. What opposes you cannot overpower you. What challenges you cannot defeat you. What rises against you cannot stop you. You are covered by divine authority, and everything assigned to harm you will become fuel for your testimony. And chosen ones, begin expecting miracles again. Expect favor, expect opportunities, expect good news, expect acceleration, expect restoration. What was impossible before is possible now, not because you changed your circumstances, but because God is changing your season. Blessings that once felt distant are now within reach. Paths that once felt blocked are now open. What you prayed for years ago is finally being delivered. Your life is entering a phase where breakthroughs will feel normal, where divine timing will become obvious, where everything you touch will begin to multiply. This is not just a new chapter, it is a new book, a new reality, a new dimension of living, and you, chosen one, are ready for it. Not perfect, but prepared, not flawless, but faithful, not fearless, but courageous enough to keep going. Everything you've endured, everything you've learned, everything you've survived has shaped you into someone capable of carrying this blessing with grace, wisdom, and strength. Stand tall, breathe deeply, open your spirit. What God is releasing next will silence every doubt, redeem every loss, and exceed every expectation. You are stepping into abundance, influence, purpose, and elevation like never before. The blessing is not coming, it's arriving.